A very good morning, Toastmasters and my dear guests. Can we have a good morning, please? Thank you so much. I need not ask the second time because it was already a little energetic, because what I feel. Getting into the meeting will get more energetic because I think so. Today, we're going to get really busy in the meeting because of a lot of situations, because of the theme. Well, coming to the three golden rules that we have in Toastmasters, we follow these because we need to have a smooth meeting. And at the same time, we don't want any glitches and any conflicts. That's why we follow three golden rules in Toastmasters. The first one being about the mobile phones. If you have these right now, take them out and put them in silent mode so that we'll have the best meeting experience. This applies for the online people too. Well, let's move ahead to the second rule. Now, this rule has two perspectives, online and offline. First, let's talk about the offline perspective. If someone's speaking on the stage, make sure that you don't leave the meeting hall when they're speaking on the stage. If you want to do so, go ahead when someone's applauding so that they won't get disturbed. And this goes to the online people. If someone's speaking on the screen, make sure that you're on mute so that the person who's speaking on the stage or the screen won't get disturbed. Now let's go to the third rule. This is the most important rule in Toastmasters. You don't want someone to kick you off the stage because you get offended. So when we talk about something like sex, religion, and politics, make sure that you put them in a way where no one will get offended. Those are the three rules of Toastmasters. Well, coming to today's theme, busy life. For the first time when I heard the theme from Niharika yesterday, I just had a small smile on my face. Because looking at everyone right now, it's a Saturday morning. Come on, dude, get a life. You're busy with a Toastmasters meeting. From Monday to Friday, you're busy with academics. You'll be roaming around for permission sometime to get a meeting hall. Sometimes you'll be just writing your record. Sometimes you'll be doing courses, whatnot. A lot of things happen and we just got so busy. Now, I just want to hear what Toastmaster Vinuthna has in her mind. Before that, let me call upon this person whom a lot of people call him a psycho, but I think he's not really a psycho. Let's see what Toastmaster Govind has to say as the presiding officer. Over to you, Toastmaster Govind.
Thank you, Toastmaster Harsa. So, good morning, one and all. We have few guests in today's meeting. Srikanth, would you like to speak a few words?
Hello friends, this is Srikanth from EC third year, and this is my first session. Actually, I'm having very stage fear, so to avoid this, I came here with my friends Niharika and Vinuthna. So this session would help me a lot, even during my placements also. So thanks for everyone.
Thank you, Srikanth. So we have Sailaja in meeting. Sailaja, can you speak a few words about yourself?
So good morning, everyone. I'm Shailaja and I'm from first year EC department. Yeah, that's all.
So I'm sorry if I missed out. Shailaja, you have unmuted, right? Would you like to speak a few words about yourself?
Yeah, good morning, everyone. I'm Shailaja and I'm from first year EC department. Yes, that's about me.
There is a technical glitch. Okay, then we have Chakres. Would you like to speak a few words about yourself? Again, I guess we have a technical glitch. Then let's move on to the meeting. Coming to the team busy life. Who all feels this is the most relatable team for today's meeting? I can see a lot of hands, sorry, most of the hands. So why is that? Is it because we are having our open lab with presentations? Quizzes are coming up next week, right? From Monday. And then faculty taking our half days for seminars. Okay. So yesterday night, Toastmaster Dinesh came to me and said, bro, I'm going to send posters tomorrow morning. Is that fine? I said, yes, go ahead. And then he said, what is the team? No, not today. Bro, I just had a very long day. I'm not going to take TMoD. And then we are searching for our TMoDs. And then a message came in group which brought happy faces. That is Toastmaster Vinuthna took TMoD. Kudos to that. So I'm not going to talk about much team. I'm going to hand it over to our TMoD Toastmaster Vinuthna.
Hello, crowd. Good morning. Good morning. How are you doing? How is the Josh of weekend? Got you. So, having heard this team, I got many ideas popped up into my mind, but I ended up getting out a real life scenario. Hoping for a very best day in my life, like each and every day, which I hopefully bring to, I called my mom, having got ready for the college. She said, Vinny, I'm busy right now. I'll call you in the evening. I was like, okay, mom, you don't even have proper time to speak to your daughter. Okay, fine. And she promised me that she will call me in the evening. Like she promised, she has called me in the evening, but I ended up not picking the phone because I was dealing my own stuff. And this infinite loop goes on and on and on. How many of you have seen this loop in your life? See, here the number is. We know we are getting so busy, so packed, so trembled with our busy schedules. But does this mean should we get compressed? Should we get overburdened? Not just we, each and every person in their life is going through their own stuff. But how to deal with it? For this, I have a small remedy of B3. It's not B12, any of the vitamins of B, but B3. Let me elaborate you about this as we go further into the meeting. See, we know our lives are busy, but they should also be productive and effective, right? Having the very same thought, Dr. Ralsei Spedley has established Toastmasters on October 22nd in the year of 1924, with the hope that everyone should improve their communication skills, leadership qualities, and many more in their life for getting out the best out of them throughout their life. And right now, Toastmasters is spread around with 16,600 members throughout the world. Isn't that a great number? Yes. So before I reveal my remedy of B3, let's kickstart our meeting. Basically, any Toastmaster meeting is being segmented into 3 phases. First thing, prepare speeches. Second, table topic session. And third, evaluations. We see, we tend to do a lot of mistakes and we tend to polish ourselves and get better versions of ourselves from day-to-day life. For making this a possible event in our life, we have general evaluator in each and every meeting. So let me call upon general evaluator for today's meeting. When I asked for her intro, she said, according to her, busy life is not keeping ourselves occupied with work, but not being able to give time to ourselves and our near and dear. Give it up for Toastmaster Shreyaswi.
In a meeting, we have prepared speeches, table, topic session, and evaluations as well at the end. But why do we need evaluations in a Toastmaster meeting? These evaluations help ourselves to improve our own skills. Good morning, everyone. I'm today's general evaluator. My role is to evaluate each and every role in this meeting, and I alone cannot do this work. So I have my support team, that is tag team. So starting with timer Mallika, she's taking a role for the first time in Toastmasters meeting in our club. So give it her, and all the best, Mallika.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shreyaswi, for the introduction. So good morning, everyone. In today's Toastmasters meeting, I'll be taking the role as a timer. So many of you might wonder what a timer is and what does the timer do. So before starting with that, I would like to tell that in our daily lives, we know, as the theme tells, that busy life, we are immersed ourselves in many tasks. We have everyone has a lot on one's plate to do and complete it. So yeah, so today we have so much, we are so occupied with our works that we don't even have the time to speak with our near and dear ones, as Vinuthna told. And so my role today as a timer is to ensure that each of the speaker speaks within the stipulated time, such that we can ensure that so that our meeting runs on time and everyone is time managed. So to help me with that, I have 3 colored cards with me. I'll raise the green card. So I'll raise the green card when the speaker hits the qualifying time. The yellow card when the speaker hits the target time, followed by the red card during the end of the time. And also the speaker will be granted a grace time of 30 seconds before on the either side of the speeches. For table topics, we have 1 to 2 minutes. At the time of 1 minute, I'll show the green card. And at the time of 1 minute and 30 seconds, I'll flash the yellow card, followed by the red card at 2 minutes. So the speaker will have to have the grace period as mentioned before to wrap his or her speech. And coming to the more other speeches would be 5 to 7 minutes in length. At 5 minutes, I'll raise the green card. At 6 minutes, I'll raise the yellow card. And at 7 minutes, I'll raise the red card. And the individual evaluation would be 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, I'll raise the green card. At 2 minutes and 30 seconds, I'll raise the yellow card. And at 3 minutes, I'll raise the red card. So that's all about me. That's all. I'll present my report when called upon by the Toastmasters of the day. Thank you.
Thank you, Mallika, for that detailed introduction, and all the best for your role. And let's move on with the A of my support team, that's our counter. We have Ratan as an our counter for today. When I asked for his introduction, he said, busy life is a phrase which he always listen and even he have used many times. He always think that in this busy life itself, try to enjoy those little things in them. All the best, Ratan. Well,
good evening, everyone. Today, I'll be taking the role of our counter. I'll be evaluating all the role takers on the basis of CRPFs. You'll be thinking, what is CRPF? So C is catch words. So catch words are like the inappropriate interjections we always use, like, well, like that. And repetitive words. These are the words we try to fill while we forget anything, like I, well, like that. And then filler words. Filler words are also the same kind of category where we try to remember, when we try to remember a word, we try to use this like So how to avoid this CRPFs? So whenever you don't remember any word when you're thinking, just try to take a short pause. That will help you to minimize your CRPFs. So I'll be back with my report at the end of the on call by general evaluator. Thank you.
thank you, Ratan, for that detailed introduction. Let's call grammarian for today, that is Madhumitha, who says in every day of her busy life, she like to spend some time with herself to be happy and relaxed. Welcome, Madhumitha.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shreyaswi. Everyone wants to be good with the grammar. So here I am today. I'm Madhumitha. I'll be the grammarian for today's meeting. I find the theme very relatable. I hope even you do that. Everyone is so immersed in their busy life that we forget what we are doing at some times. I remember the hectic week I just finished. I completed. That is burning the midnight oil just to complete my records. And it was really, really very difficult for me. As a grammarian, it is my role to pay close attention to all the speakers and note down the good usages as well as the not so good usages. I will take note of the good thoughts or sayings or even the quotes and metaphors that the speaker uses. I also encourage the speaker to use the word of the day and idiom of the day. It is also my duty to introduce the word of the day and idiom of the day. The word of the day is immerse, which means to involve oneself deeply in an activity. For example, Ram has immersed himself in sculpting the idol. Then comes the idiom of the day. The idiom of the day is a lot on one's plate, which means to have a lot many things to do or deal with, just like we do, the engineers. For example, there is a lot on her plate that she hardly gets to sleep. Whenever someone uses the word of the day or idiom of the day, you can put a thumbs up so that it encourages the speaker to use it again and again. I'll be back with my report at the end of the meeting. Thank you. Over to Toastmaster Shreyaswi.
Thank you, Madhumitha. This is my tag team. But before going ahead, let me remind you, being an evaluator, be it me or speech evaluator or my tag team, will be evaluating the speech, not the speaker. Thank you. Over to the Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator and Tag Team. All the best for your team. And here, let's kickstart our first segment of today's meeting, that is prepared speeches. For this, I would like to call upon the speaker one for today's meeting, that is Toastmaster Pratap. And to say about him, he is a binge watcher who believes in the supremacy of suits. A best example of the phrase "first in the fire," which is his icebreaker title. Give it up for Pratap. But before let me call upon Pratap, let me call upon his general evaluator, Toastmaster Girish, who says usually he used to complain that his life was so packed and busy. But after 2 years of joblessness due to COVID, he realized that being free is also hard. So for him, a busy life is needed to be stable and not to feel bored. Toastmaster Girish, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vinuthna. And good evening, my dear fellow Toastmasters and guests. Today, Toastmaster Pratap is going to deliver his L3P1 of Innovative Planning. The purpose of this project is for the member to practice developing and presentation of a proposal. And that's it.
Thank you, Toastmaster Girish. And guys, give it up for Toastmaster Pratap. Let's sell the dice. Let's sell the dice, Toastmaster Pratap.
Summarizing what Toastmaster Girish just said, I need to find a solution to a problem. But before that, I need to find a problem. When I read the speech objectives, I was brainstorming to find out a problem. But in my life or in Toastmasters Club, there's really not a problem for which I can find a solution. So I went to Toastmaster Harsha. Our visionary saw a year later how tab is. So before telling what he said to me, I want you all to ask you a question. How many of you here are third years? who are not third years? Fine. What Toastmaster Harsha saw after a year is Toastmaster Itendra and Toastmaster Madhumitha in this meeting. Only those two people, no one else. So the problem which he was talking about is membership. We have a lot of third years, but a year later, we might not be able to come to the meeting or take up roles and be a part of this club. So we need to immediately solve this problem, which is a very serious one. For this, I propose a business model, and the product in this business model is the dais. Let's sell this dais is the title of the speech, and we are actually going to sell this dais. So in order to sell any product, what we usually do is we do three strategies that helps us to sell a product. Those are, can I get the marker? Number one, marketing. Number two, free trial. And the third one is premium. Let's talk about marketing. In order to sell this product, people have to know about this product. So what I say is, we conduct an event which is called the open mic, in which people can come onto the dais and speak for 3 minutes about anything they want in any language. That can be done in table topics as well. But the table topics, we give the topic and they might get nervous. But for this open mic event, people can prepare before and they can come onto the dais. They might still be nervous. So what can be done to bring them to the meeting? To explain this, I would like to talk about a hypothetical conversation happened between me and Toastmaster Harsha. He invited me to division meet as there is a keynote speaker and he's going to give a very insightful speech. But I was like, I don't know him, so I might not join you, you guys carry on. But he told that they will provide sandwiches and samosa in that meeting, in that event. So I was like, hold my helmet, I'll get the formals and I'll come. Here I am not attracted to the keynote speaker or his insightful speech. I'm attracted to the samosa and sandwich. But if I go to that event, I'll get to know a lot. I'll get to network with people. The same way, I need to drag people onto the dais, but I need to give them something different. For that, I would say, let's take pictures of them. We would say that you'll get good pictures while you're speaking on the stage. That will definitely drag them here. If Toastmaster Pranit is here, he would definitely agree. So that's with the marketing. Coming to the free trial is the open mic session. People get attracted to this dais and they come on, they speak, they get pictures. But while they are on this dais, since they are prepared and they can speak whatever they want, they will feel comfortable and they will like this entire dais. They want to see what we are doing. They want to know about the privileges we enjoy on this dais. That's when they come to the regular Toastmasters meetings and they start taking up the table topics. They start attempting the table topics. And that's with the free trial. Next is premium. Premium is, since while they were giving, they were attempting the table topics, they see all of us giving speeches, getting evaluated and taking up leadership roles like the XCOM and all. So while they are doing, while they are seeing all of this, the curiosity will be developed inside them. And that curiosity will drag them from free trial to premium. That is membership. So congratulations, everyone. We got new members, staff families expanded, and the issue is resolved. We got new members. But there's a small problem here. Getting rich is tougher, but being rich is even more tougher. In the same way, getting in members is difficult, but membership retainment is another level of difficulty. In order to do that, I studied about Netflix and how they drag people, how they make people renew each and every time. So in the same, my next speech is about how Netflix does that and how as a club, we can do the same. Thank you, and over to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Vinuthna.
Thank you so much, Pratap. Your speech was really awe-inspiring. And yes, we are so awaited for your next speech as well. Give it up for Pratap once again. So here ends our segment 1. Aren't you eager to know the formula of B3? Okay. So here stands the first B, bound the boundaries. See, we know we get immersed and get carried away in our own work day by day. But does this actually mean at the cost of our near and dear ones? Do you actually think that giving time to near and dear will actually take off your, puts more burden on you? Do you actually think so? So why not make our boundaries more flexible and give some slot to our own family members and to our own well-wishers? I bet you this gives you 100 times more energy that you are working with right now. So why not? Let's give some time to our loved ones. What do you say? So yes, with this, let's kickstart our second segment of the meeting, that is table topic session. So when I asked our table topic master for her introduction, this is the very unique answer I haven't got from anyone. So she said, being busy gives her satisfaction. Which way? Give it up for Toastmaster Niharika. Thank you, Toastmaster Vinuthna, for that beautiful introduction. I think people over here are so calm and free. Don't worry, I'm here to make you busy. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests. I will be the table topic master for the today. I'm here to roast you and put you on spot. Before getting into table topic session, let me introduce the instructions. Each member will be given a topic and 2 minutes of time. Today, I'm numbering the topics. You're supposed to choose a number from 1 to 7 and you're supposed to speak for 2 minutes. That's it. Is there any volunteers? Come on, guys. Topics are exciting. Yeah, we have. Number. Choose a number between 1 to 7. Okay. Your topic is, how does your passion motivates you?
I'll take 10 seconds sometime. Thank you, Toastmaster Niharika, for that good question. Very nice. Good question. Everyone has a team, so they do have passion too. My passion is to just be free, not to be that busy that I get myself immersed in those works, that I forget to eat or forget to sleep. No, I want a peaceful life. Am I sounding like a philosopher? No, right? No. Okay, my passion is to be a better person day by day, to improve my skills. At the end of the day, I just want to be a different new one from the past yesterday. My passion, that's a really very big word. If you don't use it in a good way, I think it doesn't go that good too. Okay. Instead of passion, I can tell that what makes me to go forward, that is my motivation or something like that. I see my parents working hard, burning the midnight oil for me, just to see me better. So I think that I have to be a much better person, a very good person, and live my life peacefully. Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Niharika.
I feel you, Madhumitha. Even sometimes I used to think like this. Okay, is there anyone? 3. Okay. Assume that you are working in a team. Your teammate isn't working at all. How do you make him or her to work?
Okay, so so this is my first speech. So I have to immerse myself into this. My teammates usually don't work because it's usually divided into roll numbers. So I end up doing most of the work when it usually comes to a group project or assignment. But at the end of the day, I do need the support. I can't do the work of 3 people alone. So when such cases happen, I just say them like, look at me. I'm working so hard. Look at me and have some shame, have some pity on me and do something. And usually when it comes to a different role, when you are a leader and you have to make people work, in such moments, it's usually better to give them the things at which they're good at. Usually people like to do things at which they are good because it's easy for them to do and they are good at it. So when usually I make them do stuff, it's usually the stuff which they like to do and which they are comfortable with doing, and end up doing the rest of the work myself. So in the end of the day, it's my responsibility as a leader to take care of the team. And yeah, this is the only way I can make them work more. They don't listen to me usually. So yeah, thank you.
I completely agree with you. Making the team to work is, there's only one strategy which we can play, assigning the work which they usually like. Can I have any volunteers from the online? Can I get next volunteer?
Okay. Can I take it up?
Yeah, sure. Could you choose a number?
Okay, my name is Kavita. I'm from Mysore.
Could you choose a number between 1 to 7, except 3 and 5?
Okay, 1.
Okay. Your topic is, what is the last spontaneous thing you did? I repeat, what's the last spontaneous thing you did?
Okay, that's a cool one. Thank you, table topic master. So, well, picking up a topic in a topic session is definitely something that we do spontaneously. I'm sure all the audience agree with this. I remember one funny incident which I read somewhere. Somebody, was drowning in the well, and that person did not know how to swim. So everyone was, standing around the well and watching him drown and suffer and come up and gasp for breath and all that. So while all this drama was happening, one person bravely jumped into the water, and to save himself, he saved the other person. So both of them swam up to the steps and then got up to the land. And when asked, "You're so brave, what made you jump and save that person's life, risking your own life?" He said, "No, actually, I didn't jump. Somebody pushed me into it." I think we all need that. It's not that we can do everything spontaneously all the time. We need some push, and that is what even Toastmasters platform does. Recently, I had this occasion of joining a business platform, and then I was just giving business and giving referrals and all that. And suddenly I felt, okay, let me take up some leadership role, and I was assigned to be the events coordinator. And since it related to my profession as well, I gave a lot of creative ideas, and that was accepted by everyone because they were all different people, business people from a lot of different domains. No one was from my events domain. And so it was very well received, and I got a lot of encouragement. And I think that saved the day for me. And I think taking up things spontaneously will do good for you. Over to the topic master. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kavita. That was a good and really spontaneous take. Can we have any volunteers? Yeah. Choose your number. 2, 5, 6, 2, 4, 6, 7 are left. Okay. Suppose you are drunk and went to home late night. Your father opened the door. How will you manage the situation?
Firstly, if I was drunk, I wouldn't go home, obviously. That's not a risk I'm willing to take. Well, there was this one day in my life when I went to my home very drunk, super drunk. I called up one of my friends and said, "Bro, I'm going home." "Are you sure, Harsha?" "Yeah, I want to talk with my dad." I went to the home and I called up my brother. I don't want to directly go to my dad and talk. So I called my brother. "Bro, I'm drunk. Please open the door." Well, he came and opened the door, and later we stepped into the house. I was just trying to dance a little because I was a little tipsy. And I entered the room. My dad was sitting right there. Whenever I see my dad, I get this really strong feeling that I screwed up something. Because his looks always tell me that, "Harsha, you've done enough in your life. What are you up to right now?" Those looks told me the same phrases again. "Harsha, what did you do?" I want to tell him, "Dad, I'm a little tipsy, but I'm fine." But you know what? Telling parents all these things really won't work our way. At that moment, I decided to tell my brother, "I'll go sleep in my room. Just guard me for tonight." Later, I was sleeping at the end of my room and my brother was staying right there. My dad knocked the door. It's okay. My dad knocked the door and my brother was standing right there. So at that moment, my dad asked, "What is he doing?" "He's sleeping." "Is there anything else that he did recently?" "Nothing." So this exact moment happened in my house, but then the roles were reversed. I was not the one who got drunk. It was my brother. So this is the whole scenario that happened like a month or two ago when the whole thing didn't turn offline. So I think if that kind of situation happens, my brother would obviously guard me. Thank you so much. Over to you, Toastmaster Niharika.
Thank you, Toastmaster Harsha. That was a wonderful take. Can we have any volunteers? Or should I pick? Okay. Pratap. Four, 6, 7 are left. What do you want? 6. Okay. What is the first thing you're gonna do after you get placed?
I think I have to stumble in order to answer this question because the placement thing in my mind, it's not even there. Considering my current CGPA and all the courses which I started but not ended, I don't think I will be placed, but I'm a good daydreamer. If I get placed, when I was a kid, I used to imagine all these scenarios. I come to Bangalore or Hyderabad and I get placed and I get 50 lakhs per month and I go on a bike to college. I didn't know the facts, bro. While I was a kid, I didn't know 30,000 can help us survive. So I used to imagine all these scenarios. And I used to watch a lot of movies and people, a lot of software engineers are there. So all this, the pubs and all are there. But after coming to the BTech, after this entire online thing, offline thing, everything happened. Right now, if I get placed, I will move to flat with Toastmaster, Govind, Harsha, and Dinesh. I'm not going to stay in PG. I actually want to move to flat right now but the expenses are too much that some people may not afford it. Or okay. So yeah, the first thing, if I get placed, the first thing I'll do is, first of all, I'll move to a flat and I'll buy everything I want. And yeah, I'll again, after everything is done, I'll obviously struggle to do what I want to. That's it. Over to Toastmaster Niharika.
I think most of the third years might be daydreaming by this time, like moving in a flat, chilling with friends, and a lot more. Can we have volunteers? Yeah. Govind, Toastmaster Govind. Four and seven are left. Four, okay. We eat to live, or we live to eat. What is your biased statement and why? Should I repeat?
So thank you, Toastmaster Niharika. So in the past few days, what has happened to me is I lost interest in eating food. It's not because I'm staying in PG, but it's because of the mid exams, maybe because I got single digits in marks. It's fine. So the thing is, I was late to the college. I was late to the classes. I was late to go back to home. I don't know what to do. So there was these days like continuously 4 days I haven't ate for tiffin, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and I have only survived on Mosambie juice, which was in Lassi Treat. Please go take it; it's good. And so what I believe is not about live to it; it's about we have to eat somehow because we'll fall otherwise. That's it. Thank you, Toastmaster.
I'm wonder Toastmaster Govind, without having food for 3 days, how would you manage? Okay. Next, we have the last topic. Can I get any volunteers? Come on, guys. Can anyone try this? Okay. Taking this into consideration, I'm going to reveal the question. Okay? The question is, consider a situation where you have huge celebrity crush and that celebrity recently get married. Then how do you react? Yeah, I would like to call Toastmaster Girish for this, who is a nerd. And usually nerds have a celebrity crush because they don't talk to anyone. So over to you, Toastmaster Girish.
Okay, it's not actually a crush, and I'm busy. I'm busy writing the speech evaluation for Pratap, but it's okay. 2 days back, I saw a movie. I saw a series actually. In this series, there is one character, Isabella May. Actually, I'm trying to watch the series, and it's actually really great. It's actually a rom-com kind of thing. But actually, it's very old. What I felt was, okay, she's nice, but the character is nice and she's beautiful. I want to see some of her other movies too. And actually, I searched on internet, but I found out that she's way old. She's from 90s, 1980s, and now she's actually out of all the acting and all. I felt really bad. And also, she didn't done any. There are not many movies in the internet, and so I felt really bad about it. But yeah, thank you.
Pity on you, Toastmaster Girish. Okay, with this, I would like to end the table topic session for the day and over to TMoD Toastmaster Vinuthna. Thank you.
That's really huge set of questions, Toastmaster Niharika. Give it up for Niharika once again. So, having ending this segment number 2 table topic session, let me get to the theme again. It's time to reveal the second remedy, B, that is break. Guys, imagine your gadget got so heated up. What do? You leave it up aside for a short while, right? So I believe in the statement, life is a race, but I also believe take a break, take a Kit Kat. Isn't that true? So it's really time to get charged up. So have a break and have a Kit Kat. Meanwhile, there will be 1 minute break right now, and henceforth we will be dealing with the evaluation session. Timer, please note the timing. Sorry, the break is for 5 minutes. Hello once again. So yes, let's begin our evaluation session. For this, I would like to call upon General Evaluator for today's meeting, Toastmaster Shreyaswi. Give it up for Shreyaswi.
Good morning once again, guys. So I'm back with my report. Before my report, I want to know about the evaluation from the speech evaluator, Toastmaster Girish.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shreyaswi. Okay. First thing, after hearing the Pratap speech title, let's sell the dayas. Last thing I could think of was Toastmasters. But I mean, first thing, after hearing his speech title, I thought of something very different. And when he said about problem in Toastmasters, original problem in Toastmasters, I felt this thought in my mind. Sometimes we usually think what might be the problem, how I can do better from a huge point of view, but we forget to look inside. So that actually I find this thought, we should not look for problems outside every time. Sometimes we have to look inside. So that's a great insight I got from Pratap's speech title. When it comes to thinking process, actually this idea was came up in last XCOM meeting from maybe, I mean, when we are talking about a open mic. So actually he created his real life situation that happened to something creative and he turned out into a speech. So great work there. And when it comes to a little bit of negatives, it's not actually negative, but I haven't found anything. So something I felt. What I felt was, what if the whole narration is point of view of a person who is roaming around in the campus, who is a little bit jobless at that point of time, who want to improve on their communication skills. So what if that person heard about Toastmasters and how his thought process, I think that perspective would be a little more curious and have a lot more possibility to explore in humor and all. So I think that can improve your speech. And whatever you said in the speech, if you are a VP education, it would be like 100 out of 100. Everything, I mean, the planning, the strategy you told, it would be really great. But I think, as I said, it could be a little more explored in a format of humor and also in the format of depth. And that's the only suggestion I have for you. And coming to your path, innovative planning, the way you strategize and the way you thought of solving a problem, and whatever you came up, the proposal and all, it's actually very much related to your path. And so great work. And when it comes, as I said, your path's motive is to propose your idea. And I cannot find anything to suggest you in that domain, in the form of a proposal. And that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Girish. So the moment you wrote that membership, a free trial and all, I thought, is he talking about Netflix, Grammarly, or? But it's interesting that you have related it to the Toastmasters thing. And also about Girish, he has a very unique way of evaluating speeches. So I don't have anything to add on to it. So we'll move on to the tag team evaluation. Let's start with our grammarian for today, that is Madhumitha. Welcome on. .
Thank you, Toastmaster Shreyaswi. Hello, everyone. I'm back with my report. So we have 3 people who have used the word of the day: Toastmaster Mallika, Toastmaster Ritendra Dubey, and myself, Toastmaster Madhumitha. We also have Toastmaster Mallika using the idiom of the day too. I have noted the good usages and not so good usages of the speakers in today's meeting. Some of the good usages are kickstart, brainstorming, hypothetical, stumble, little tipsy, inspiring. I also like this line. I also believe that life is a race, but I also believe to have a break and have a Kit Kat. It was reminding us of the busy schedule we have every day, and also reminds us to take a break from time to time. And now comes the not so good usages. For some of them are he listened. We can change that to he listens, because he is a singular one. We can, for example, he listens to song. So when it comes singular, we have to use plural here. Then before let me call upon. Instead of that, we can use before that, let me call upon, or before I call upon so and so person. And the other one is we are searching. It is a past event. So we can use we were searching for someone. And yes, hard. Hard is an adjective which tells us the quality of a material or something. Busy life is hard. Try not to use hard because it tells something about a thing. So we can, instead of hard, we can use difficult. A busy life is difficult to be maintained. Yes, everyone wants to be good with their vocabulary and communication skills. My suggestion to improve our vocabulary is to read at least 10 lines of any language you want. It can be English, Telugu, Tamil, whatever language you prefer. It can be a poem, article, or an essay. Try not to put a lot of things on your plate and get messed up. That's it. Thank you. Over to Toastmaster Shreyaswi.
Thank you, Madhumitha. She explained it very cleanly, so I don't have anything to add on. And the word of the day and idiom of the day she gave is very relatable to the theme, and I'm pretty sure that she'll be very happy that most of us have used it. And moving on to the R counter report, let's have Ratan on stage.
Good morning, everyone. I'm back with my report. So when it comes to TM Govind, he used 2 plus R's. And when it comes to TMoD Vinuthna, she used 3 R's and she repeated the words we and like put. When it comes to general evaluator, TM Shreyaswi, she used 2 plus R's and she has repeated and word many times. When I come to TM Mallika, she used 3 R's, 2 and repeated and also repeated the word so, yeah, so that, like that. And when I come to TM Madhumitha, the grammarian, she has never used the catch words in the initial phase, but while evaluating, she used 1 and that was a very good one. And when it come to TM Girish, he used 2 and 2 again repeated the word so 2 times, and it's when, and also and that word also is repeated. And when come to TM Pratap, he used 2 1 and when is also sometimes it's repeated. When coming to the TM Yatendra, he used 4 plus and also repeated the word yeah. When comes to guest Kavita, she has used 2 and repeated the word so. So how to reduce the word, how to reduce the CRPFs is the main motto of the counter. So I'm going to give some tips to you. And when when coming to the table topics, I know it's hard to maintain the CRPFs, reduce it, but always try to, whenever you're not remember the words, just try to take a small pause, just like a 1 second, then again try to, say the words. And when coming to speakers, it's just about, practicing a lot will always reduce the CRPFs. That's all. Thanks. Over to you, Jen.
Thank you, Ratan, for that detailed evaluation. Our counter report, and also he gave an advice. Let all of us follow that. So then let's move on to the last report, that is timer report. Let's welcome Mallika onto the stage, please.
So I'm back with the report. So that coming to the table topics, Toastmaster Madhumitha took 1 minute 25 seconds, and team Toastmaster Hitendra took 1 minute and 7 seconds. Toastmaster Kavita took 2 minutes 21 seconds. Toastmaster Harsha took 2 minutes 22 seconds. Toastmaster Pratap took 1 minute 44 seconds. Toastmaster Govind took 54 seconds. And Toastmaster Girish took 54 seconds. Coming to the prepared speeches, Toastmaster Pratap took 5 minutes 38 seconds. And coming to the evaluation, Toastmaster Girish took 2 minutes 36 seconds. Toastmaster Ratan took 2 minutes. Toastmaster Madhumitha took 2 minutes 42 seconds. Yeah, so this was the report, and I would like to add some tips to maintain to be in the time, so that whether it be a workplace or anything, time management is very important nowadays. And in this competitive world, we don't have the luxury to speak how much ever we want with anyone, and we have to convey our message in a stipulated time, and also stipulated in the sense not telling anything, but it should be effective, but within a stipulated time. So yeah, so I hope you all will follow the time management, so that it helps you whether it is a workplace or anywhere. So I'd like to conclude by telling the quote that time is like a river, and you cannot touch the same water twice, because the flow which has once gone cannot come back again. So enjoy every moment in the life. Thank you.
Thank you, Mallika, for the detailed report. So first of all, let us give a round of applause to her. This is her first role, and she took a challenging role, that is timer. Can we have a round of applause for her? So moving on to my report, our meeting started at 10:04, so we were 4 minutes late. So let's be on time for the next meeting. And starting with yesterday, we had a great start. That is Toastmaster Harsha. He mentioned about the theme, and also he have acknowledged both the offline and online audience, and explained the rules for both of them. So good job, Harsha. And moving on to the Toastmaster of the day, Vinuthna. The ream is so relatable. We had a lot of things in this week: open lab evaluation, mid-sem evaluations, and juniors having classes. And in this busy life and this theme, I think it's very relatable, as most of you have mentioned already. And then speaker, as I have already said, and speech evaluation. And moving on to the table topic session, it's actually interesting session. After immersing ourselves in a stressful week, this is a kind of stress relief. So, and also we got to hear a lot of fun and interesting stories. And I've seen most of, like, we all have a different kind of, we all have nervousness when we are on stage. But I just suggest you to don't show it like this. Just take a deep breath, and let's be like standing, and let's give our speeches. I've seen few of people were like little nervous, so don't be that. We are no one to judge you. We will not be judging you anytime. So just be yourself, don't get nervous. And yeah, that's it from my end. Over to the TMoD.
That's huge set and huge thing to take, I guess. So once give it up for Toastmaster Shreyaswi and team. And it brings us to the third B of our theme, busy life. That is befikar. See, in Hindi, it means tension free. We know we are burdened, overly burdened, etc., etc. So much is going on. But do you actually think panic is going to add something to it in a good way? Nah, right? So let's keep it this way. We know, obviously, after 30 plus, it's cosmic law that we are going to end up having blood pressures and panic attacks. But why now? So have a tension-free and befikar life. So to shorten it, our 3B formula is bound the boundaries, break, and befikar. Next time, see, if someone asks you right away, how busy are you? I think this statement is going to be a very relatable one. I'm so busy that I can't even completely hear the busy tone when I call upon someone, and still more busy that I can't even call upon the person who heard that busy tone, right? So why not? Let's call them up and say, sorry, I was busy. What was on? That's it from my side. This is Vinuthna signing off. Over to presiding officer, Toastmaster Govind. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vinuthna. So, our GE Toastmaster Shreyas, we will keep the link for voting. Please do vote. In the meantime, do somebody want to talk about theme? Is welcome on the stage. No. I just want to mention that earlier I forgot there are no announcements in today's meeting. Toastmaster, over to Toastmaster.
So last day it was really so hard to pick a theme, I guess. So Toastmaster Niharika came up with this theme, busy life. Really, it found out to be very reliable. And thank you so much, Toastmaster Niharika, for making life of everyone easy with your theme. Give it up for Niharika once again.
So the voting link is in WhatsApp group, the tab official group. Please do vote. So we have Kati Yaswant in the meeting. Do you want to speak something? Ask for feedback, yes. So Toastmaster Kavita, would you like to give a feedback for our meeting?
Yeah, sure. That will be very nice of you to ask me. Okay, I have visited your club a couple of times earlier, and I was just peeking in because I got this link on the Vibrant PR group. Thanks for sharing it there. Anyway, I think this was a very good fluid meeting, and congratulations to all of you. In spite of your, exams and all those things, you've still managed to manage this meeting, and I really appreciate that. And I repeat, we are starting a Toastmasters Club in Amrita, Mysore. And so that's why I was curious to see how Amrita Bangalore is helping its students. And so that I can talk about it and actually charter our club there. And I'm glad I came here because I saw good quality and wonderful role takers. Everyone giving insights, also tips to make corrections and all that. That's really awesome. I really appreciate that. All the best, guys.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kavita. So I'm back with the results. So And the best of prepared speeches is Toastmaster Pratap, and best of speech evaluators is Toastmaster Girish. And the best of tag goes to our Grammarian, Toastmaster Madhumitha. And the best of table topic goes to Toastmaster Harsa. So that's it. After the meeting, right? So thank you for attending Toastmaster Kavita. I officially close our tab meeting hashtag 161.
See you. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.
Thank you.